We're going to continue the bathroom remodel, and this is phase 1 part 3, the installation of the shower kit, so stay tuned. Hello, welcome back to Pine Meadows Hobby Farm. I'm your host, Jerry Hand. This is the building project series or homestead improvement, DIY home improvement series. So I've got 2 of those shows, so check those out. I'll leave links in the cards up above, or I'll leave links in the description down below for both of those subjects that you can see many videos on DIY home improvement and also the homestead building project series. I built a lot of different things. This project, however, is big to me because I feel it was really outside of my skill sets, and I'm having to go to the University of YouTube and educate myself on how to do certain things. So we managed to get the tub out in phase 1 part 2, where we did the demo of the tub and shower kit. Now we're going to be installing a shower. I have to get this out of the way first because this piece simply is not needed. Okay, measure for the insulation. I got 76 inches. And this is 89 inches. Waste not, want not. Just hook that up there. There we go. And we got one more. $89. Now we got some left over. The first piece I'm going to shove in here. Shove in, if I can, in and up. And this other piece I custom cut for here, right here. I need to close the door, turn the exhaust fan on, and get my dust mask on. Because this is fiberglass insulation, I don't want to get it in my lungs. So let's continue. Now you see why I did the cut with the scissors down the lengthwise. So it'll straddle that 2x4 that's in there. And these are built for 16-inch on center studs. Okay. Now I got this leftover piece, and I got this. So I'm going to cut this right down the middle. Okay. Next up is to staple the paper over the stud. And this holds it into place. And I do that with the rest of them. Okay, insulation is done. Okay, I have to lay this in place so I can score out the where the hole goes for the drain. Okay. I gotta cut the floor open so I can install the drain, because like I said, the bathtub had a right hand drain and the new shower pan has a center drain. They didn't have a right hand drain available because of, well, the nature of commerce today. It's ridiculous. So I had to make do with what I've got. So I'm going to go ahead and cut that floor out and set the drain in. Okay, protect my ears. Set the depth of the blade to only the depth I want to cut the floor. And it's there. Okay, I've got this pipe cleaner, primer, and glue to glue my pipes together. So we're going to try to fix this. Here's the cleaner. Make sure we get a good seal. Clean the inside of this. And clean the inside of my elbow. Not this elbow, this elbow. Now we purple prime this. I'll let that dry. Now I glue it together. Let's see. Glue this. Glue this. Okay, this goes right here. And I got my other drain over there. That's what this is. So I've got to measure the distance. Between the two. So let's do this. Let's see. 16 inches is how much of pipe I need. Let's get this one cleaned up and set into place. This is cement. This is a cleaner. Okay. This is a reducer. This here is a reducer. We do inside and outside. And this is a coupler. We let those dry. This part of plumbing I know. Actually, I do know the other plumbing, but it's just a lot of anxiety just with the idea of tearing my house apart and doing this. So, still a lot of anxiety, but I'm moving forward with it. But I'm going slow because, you know, showers can leak, and I want to make sure I do this right and it won't leak on me. So we've still got several more stages to go in this phase of, part 3 of installing the shower. Now we primer it. Purple primer. And we let that dry. Purple primer inside. This is the reducer. And outside. And coupler. Oops. The inside. Okay, now we apply the glue and seat that firmly. Apply the glue around that. And just on the inside of this 1/2 and seat that firmly. There we go. Now I'm going to have to trim some of this off. Right about here, but I don't know where I'm going to trim it off to yet. But we got to figure out where it goes once I place the pipe in there. So we'll fit the pipe once this is all set and dry. I'm going to take a coffee break. This is the part that takes the longest, is just putting the drain in, the plumbing. It takes the longest. Clean this up. Okay, now I got some boards and I want to cut them to fill in this spot here and this spot right here because the new shower install is bigger than the original shower enclosure for the tub. So we're going to put a board here on which to support that and support this wall here. And that way when I put the drywall up, I also have a base. So I'm going to go ahead and measure out, and we're going to go up 80 inches, and let's go on the back porch and we'll cut that board. Okay, now since I devised a way to attach the drain from the top instead of from the bottom, I'm going to do it my way. And to do that, I have these two gaskets that this came with. The soft rubber gasket goes on top. It'll create a seal, but I'm going to add a little silicone to that, but not yet. This gasket goes on the bottom, so this will go on first before I lay the pan in, but I want to silicone this on so it doesn't move when I set the pan on. So that's what we're going to do now. I'm going to take my little gun here and clip it. Take this and poke that in there and break the seal. Put that in there. And just put a light coat around it. And we're going to place this on here, and that's going to hold it in place. We're going to let that set up and dry for a little bit. We'll place the tile on here for weight. And we're just going to let that set up. While that silicone is drying the ring on, I've got to take this DeWalt sander, and I'm going to sand this edge down because when they pulled it off the mold, it left a jagged edge along this edge right here, and we're going to smooth it out so it comes into a nice contact, even contact with the floor, and then we'll lay some silicone seal in there and get it all set up. So let's get this mask on me and get this sanded down. Okay, now that I got that piece sanded down on the bottom of that pan so it'll come in flush with the floor, I've got to lay this rubberized shower pan barrier down before I put the shower pan down. And this is by Odie. I picked this up at my local Lowe's. And this, just going to see how it goes down. Here's the instructions right here. So let's take a moment and read the instructions. Okay, they're read. Okay, we're gonna peel this tube off of it. Tile out of the way. Okay, I need to fold this back out of the way. And I know the shower pan comes right to this tile line right here. So, I'm going to begin by stapling it right there. Tuck this under there. Yep. And now to make sure I've got it watertight, I'm going to go ahead and lay a seal. I don't have to, but I'm going to lay a seal under here. And I'm using a kitchen and bath seal caulking here. It don't have to be pretty, folks. It just has to do its job and seal to keep water, if the pan should leak, from leaking down onto the subfloor and rotting my subfloor out. I do not want to do that. There we go. And we'll put a seal on this before I put the pan down. You don't have to, but I'm going to. And now the shower pan's all prepped and ready to go, and we'll just stick it in place. Okay, we got this in place, and that lines up perfectly with the drain. I'm going to go ahead and put the drain in and clean this up, put a little seal on that, and we'll put the drain in place. Yes. I bet you're wondering how I'm going to tighten that down. Watch. Coincidentally, the squares in that drain are 1/4 inch. So to give you an idea, I use a 1/4 inch socket drive. Yeah, with just this part. Watch. Oh, yeah, see? Nice and snug. And get a tight seal. There you go. And the drain is installed and the bottom pin is installed. Now I just have to get the fasteners and fasten it to the studs. Okay, the shower kit comes with these little tabs, and you just break the tab off, or separate the tab, and this is what you're going to work with, and let me show you how to apply it.
Well, you were pushing, and this one's having a hard time.
Okay, stop. Go. And be sure you're on this side of it.
So I'll be in front of the camera.
Oh, I'm blocking you.
Until you're not.
Yeah.
Hang on. It's just sometimes when you push real fast, I can't get out of the way fast enough.
We have to.
Hopefully. Oh, it's just hung up on the top of the shower.
I see it.
Oh, I see. Wait. Yeah, the drywall.
I see that.
Okay, and then it looks like it could get hung up on this side too.
Well, hang on a second. Let me seat this.
Okay, we're past the other one. Okay.
Shh.
What?
Oh, okay, good.
Okay.
We're there. We've got to seat it.
Stupid.
Okay. It's good. It's seated in place.
Is it? I don't know.
Yes.
It seems a little bit. Are you sure? Okay.
Yay! And look how much I don't have to do. This feature right here is what it was getting snagged on, so we make sure it's seated and locked into place. And see it. Now I'll bring in this wall and we'll set it in place. Okay, we're coming to a wrap up of the episode on installing a shower, and this episode has gone way too long, so I'm going to go ahead and conclude it by installing this door or this wall. And final episode, we'll go ahead and do the sheetrock drywall restoration and install the door. But in this one, I've got to plug this outlet for the water faucet where it filled the tub, because we're not going to use that, but I'm going to keep it because I didn't want to do any plumbing modification here. The only modification I had to do was the drain. So I've got two products here to put the plug in, and this is the plug right here. And then I got some plumbing tape. So I'll show you how to do it. It's really simple. Pre-fit it, make sure it's the right size. Yes, it is. And then I'm going to wrap this vinyl tape onto this, on the threads. Because this will seal it and keep it from leaking. And then just screw it in. I take my wrench and tighten it down. And now I have to measure this out to see where it lands, because I got to cut a hole in this other wall. It's 8.5 inches, and it's 27.5 inches. Okay, this is the edge that goes against that back wall. So I'm going to measure 8.5 inches out. Let's see. I go 8.5 inches right there. And I said it was how much? 27.5 inches from the bottom right here. And then the hole has to be cut a little bit oversized. So I'm taking a cottage cheese lid container and a screw, and I'm actually measuring it right through the middle of it. That gives me a template to draw for my circle I want to cut out. So we stick that in my crosshatch mark. And then we just mark our circle. And now I'm just going to take it outside, and we're going to cut the hole with a jigsaw and a drill, because I got to start a hole with a drill punch or a drill, and then we'll cut the circle. So I'm going to protect my lungs, and we're going to drill a start hole for that circle. Now, I hope I got that hole cut large enough to be able to slide in there. We'll see. Oh, and we got it in. Nice. Now I just got to make sure this is seated. So I did have the hole big enough, and this is the plate that goes over the top of it, so it'll completely cover it in. There you go. Kind of got to pre-tap some holes to run the screws in to hold the whole unit together. I want to secure this one first. Okay. Oh, there's another one right there. Okay, I'm going to secure the top in the same manner the other one was secured, with a screw and a washer. And there's our first And now the instructions calls for securing this first before I secure the top of these end panels. Okay, pre-tap my hole. Okay, the shower stall is in. I'm going to go ahead and attach the handles and stuff for that. So I thought that I was going to have to use a, oh, how does this go on? Not sure. There we go. You have to purchase a new faucet, but that's not the case. Okay. Okay. Now this goes like that, and I gotta match up the holes. I'll just hand tighten these down. Okay. Okay, now I gotta make sure I line. See how that's got two flat spots on there? You gotta line them up with these flat spots here. And otherwise it just won't fit properly. Okay, and there we go. All right, and this goes on one way only. Aha. It screws on with this one screw. And now this cover just snaps on. There we go. And that's the temperature control. Okay, the next episode will be featuring fitting the drywall around there, but I'm thinking I might go a different route. That's how come I cut very little of the drywall out, because I didn't want to do a whole lot of repair. And I may have another idea that I want to do with this surround around the tub. I'll think about that feature. We'll revisit it when I film the next episode. And the next episode we will be installing the doors also. So, and then that will be an episode unto itself. And of course, the finished product. So stay tuned to phase 1 of our bathroom remodel. the DIY home improvement series and installing the walk-in shower. You can do that by subscribing and clicking that bell icon. That'll alert you to new videos as I do upload them. Hey, give us a thumbs up, like what you see, leave a comment, compliment, or a tip. And yeah, stay tuned. I'm going to do, I think I'll do something different around here instead of drywall. And it'll seal it, it'll make it look pretty, because I'm going to do this feature throughout the bathroom, so I might as well do it right here. So share our videos on your social media platforms. And be safe, always be kind. We'll see you guys in the next adventure. Bye-bye now.